Recently, I had my first experience with special brownies. You know what I mean? Special brownies with specialness in there. It was ganja. Anyway, anyone who knows me would know that I've never done anything remotely druggish in my life. As a result, I'm sensitive to pretty much everything. I mean, even the smell of alcohol can knock me out. So here goes the story. It was around Halloween time and I was at a little dinner party with some new friends of mine. So after dinner and some Cards Against Humanity, they bring out the good stuff, making it quite clear that they are special. I'm not naive, I know what the hell they're talking about. So I looked at these brownies as my opportunity to not be boring for once. And I thought to myself, today I will prove that I am a cool people. I think that was the extent of my thought process, to be honest. I would like one, please. The lady looked amused. She asked me, are you sure? Yes, and I fling it in my mouth. Things proceeded as normal. I'm here thinking, oh, this is some weak stuff. Nothing is happening. I don't feel anything. Right after about an hour, that thing started to kick in the most weird ways I couldn't even imagine possible. Now, when I tell some people about this story, there's one part that I conveniently leave out of the story because it was so humiliating. And what do you do with a humiliating experience? You put that Ross on YouTube. Now here's the part that was so embarrassing that I didn't even tell anybody, and I kid you not, for 20 embarrassing minutes of my life, I thought that I was a chocolate bar. I am not joking. Somehow, I convinced myself that I was a bar of chocolate. So obviously I'm not feeling right as rain, so I put on a tea kettle for tea. So this is some serious news to me. I actually sat down and started to ponder my newfound chocolate bar existence. How did I just become aware of this? What am I? Am I Hershey's? Am I Nestle's? I could be a Godiva because I am not cheap. So after some careful deliberation, I decided that I am a Wonka bar because the package is purple and purple is my favorite color. I must check the kettle. I go check the kettle. Not done. I come back. I lie down. I'm hurtling through space as a chocolate bar. I walked horizontally to the kitchen. Check the kettle. Oh, it's not done. I go back to the room. I lie down. I look at the ceiling. By now, my perception of time is completely messed up. I have no clue what time it is. I don't know whether 2 minutes just passed or 2 hours just passed. At this point, I'm thinking all sorts of weird raw shit. What year is it? Why is my ceiling on the ground? This carpet is so soft. I wondered how big my brain would expand if you ironed out the folds. My senses were all out of order. At one point, I thought I was dead. I checked the kettle. I lay back down because I can't stand up. I can't stay in the kitchen. I can't make a fool out of myself. There are people around, but there weren't people around. And I don't even know what. I can't even make sense out of anything. And I started to panic and I said, wait, I can't drink tea. I'm a chocolate bar. If I drink tea, I will melt. I go back and lie down. Then I go back and check the kettle. And I go back and lie down. And I go back and check the kettle. And I go back and lie down. And then I come out again. And then I realize, oh, Ross, I didn't even put on a damn kettle. I didn't even put on a Ross kettle. I didn't even put on a kettle. What is wrong with me? There is no kettle. I've been checking the kettle at about 11.2 times and it wasn't even there. What have I been doing this whole time? I went back and I sat down on the floor of the room I was staying in. Not the bed, mind you, the floor. I was holding onto my feet so that I wouldn't float into the ceiling because that makes total sense, apparently. And yet I was somehow still in control of the part of my faculties that was screaming to me, you are not normal right now. Don't do anything stupid in front of your host. Just sit there on the floor and don't be a jackass. Don't touch anything except yourself and keep yourself quiet. So the male side of the couple comes to the door and says something like, there's a little snorkeling at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I said, hell no. I said, I can't even think right now. My brain is not happening. I am not fit to make such life-altering decisions at the moment. I think I just want to go to bed. So what I want to know, is this normal or is this a depressingly novice reaction to that sort of thing? Either way, Would I do this again? Absolutely rotted. Not, no, hell no, absolutely not. Nope, 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 no, sir. I don't want to go through that again. No, sir, I don't want to.
Anyway, at the very least, I can say that was perhaps the most delicious existential crisis I've ever had. And I regret nothing.